Is this really Jungkook's big plan? Insider leak makes fans guess. The name Jungkook has once again become the center of intense discussion among BTS fans. But this time the speculation is not simply about a performance, a new appearance, or a casual moment shared with fans. A mysterious wave of rumors surrounding what some are calling Jungkook's big plan has begun circulating online, leaving ARMY asking one question again and again. What exactly could he be preparing behind the scenes? The story becomes even more intriguing because the speculation comes at a moment when BTS is already experiencing an enormous period of activity. The group is currently moving through its Apareceu world tour, with performances across North America generating major attention. Yonhap reported that the tour has even prompted official tributes from local governments, including Toronto's temporary BTS Boulevard designation ahead of the group's August concerts. Yonhap News. Against that backdrop, every small detail involving Jungkook can suddenly appear much more significant than it originally seemed. The phrase insider leak has therefore become a powerful trigger for speculation. Fans have begun connecting comments, appearances, live broadcasts, and hints about future activities, attempting to determine whether they are seeing pieces of a much larger plan. But there is an important distinction that should not be forgotten. There is currently no reliable public confirmation establishing that a genuine insider has revealed a secret Jungkook project matching the rumors spreading online. That uncertainty, however, has done little to slow the conversation. Jungkook has always been an artist capable of generating enormous attention without necessarily saying very much. A single sentence during a live stream can become a headline. A casual expression can become a fan theory. Even a seemingly ordinary comment can be analyzed frame by millions of people searching for clues about what might come next. That phenomenon happened again when online content claimed that Jungkook had accidentally hinted at major plans for 2026 during a Weverse Live. One YouTube report described his comments as a possible revelation about BTS's future, although the video itself is not evidence of an official insider leak. YouTube. The timing is what makes the speculation especially fascinating. BTS is no longer in the quiet period that followed the members' individual military service schedules. The group has returned to the international stage, and its official activities have expanded dramatically. The official BTS Japan site lists the fifth album, Apareceu, and numerous tour-related releases and events, demonstrating that the group's current era is already much larger than a simple comeback. BTS Japan official site. For Jungkook, that environment creates countless possibilities. Could the mysterious big plan simply refer to another stage within BTS's current era? Could it involve a solo project? Could there be a performance concept that fans have not yet seen? Or is the rumor nothing more than a collection of unrelated moments that the internet has transformed into one dramatic theory? Nobody outside the relevant teams can answer those questions with certainty right now. And perhaps that is exactly why the rumor has become so powerful. Fans are not only reacting to what Jungkook has said, they are reacting to what he has not said. Silence can be surprisingly loud when the person at the center of the discussion is one of the world's most watched pop stars. There is also a history behind the fascination with supposed insider information surrounding BTS. In 2025, 3 people connected to HYB-related companies were sentenced over the misuse of confidential information concerning BTS's military-related plans. The case demonstrated that sensitive information connected to major BTS activities can have serious consequences when improperly disclosed. Hindustan Times. That history makes fans understandably curious whenever a new insider claim appears. At the same time, it is precisely why such claims should be treated carefully. An anonymous post, a social media account, or a sensational video title is not automatically proof that someone inside an entertainment company has revealed confidential information. Still, Speculation continues because Jungkook's current situation gives fans plenty to analyze. Recently, Jungkook and V even became the subject of news coverage after discussing an encounter with fans at a hotel gym during the North American tour. The two jokingly but clearly reminded fans about boundaries and privacy. SBS. That moment may have nothing whatsoever to do with the rumored big plan. Yet it illustrates how closely fans are watching the members during this new chapter. Every live broadcast, every conversation, and every unexpected remark becomes part of a much larger conversation about where BTS is heading. For Jungkook specifically, expectations are enormous. He has already established himself as a major solo artist while remaining one of the central performers within BTS. That means any future move connected to him naturally attracts attention from both ARMY and the wider music industry. If there really is a major project being prepared, the most likely explanation may not be a dramatic secret at all. Large entertainment projects often involve months of preparation, rehearsals, recording, choreography, visual production, scheduling, and promotional planning. Much of that work happens quietly, because revealing everything too early can destroy the impact of an official announcement. This is where the phrase, big plan, becomes interesting. Perhaps the real story is not that Jungkook has secretly revealed something. Perhaps the story is that fans have begun noticing how many pieces are moving simultaneously around BTS. A world tour. A major album era. New performances. Individual activities. Global attention. And Jungkook standing at the center of many of those conversations. Put all of those elements together, and it becomes easy to imagine that something enormous must be coming. But imagination is not confirmation. That distinction matters, especially when discussing a living public figure. Jungkook's actual plans should ultimately be judged by official announcements, verified statements, and credible reporting rather than anonymous claims designed primarily to create suspense. For now, the insider leak remains a question rather than a confirmed revelation. And perhaps the most fascinating possibility is that the real surprise, if there is one, has not been leaked at all. Maybe fans have only seen the shadows of what is coming. Jungkook has repeatedly demonstrated that he does not need to reveal everything in advance to create anticipation. His career has been built partly on the contrast between what fans know and what they are still waiting to discover. That mystery is powerful, and it may be one reason why even a vague rumor can spread across social media with extraordinary speed. As BTS continues its era and Jungkook continues performing before massive international audiences, the pressure surrounding his next move will only grow. For now, ARMY can ask the question, examine the clues, debate the theories, and wait for something more concrete. Is there really a secret plan? Is the alleged insider information genuine? Is Jungkook preparing another major solo chapter? Or has the internet simply connected several unrelated moments into one irresistible story? The answer remains unknown. And until Jungkook, Big Hit Music, or another authoritative source confirms the details, the most responsible conclusion is simple: the big plan is still speculation. But that does not make the story any less fascinating. Because when Jungkook moves quietly, millions of people start looking for the reason. And sometimes, the biggest announcement is the one nobody sees coming. The closer fans look at Jungkook's current chapter, the more complicated the picture becomes. What initially appeared to be another wave of internet speculation is now being discussed against the backdrop of one of the biggest periods in BTS's career. The group is deep into its era and its massive world tour, while Jungkook continues to attract extraordinary attention as both a BTS member and a global solo artist. The official Big Hit Music Tour page confirms the ongoing Arirang World Tour, while current tour listings show the group continuing through North America and eventually returning to Asia. Ibigit. And this is where the big plan theory becomes increasingly intriguing. Perhaps the most important clue is not a mysterious statement or an alleged insider message. It is the scale of everything happening around Jungkook right now. He is not operating in a quiet period. He is performing before enormous audiences. BTS is traveling across continents. The group has entered a new musical era. At the same time, Jungkook's individual achievements continue to grow. In early August, his solo track, Standing Next to You, reportedly crossed 1.5 billion Spotify streams, following 7, reaching the 3 billion mark earlier in the year. Outlook Respawn. Those numbers matter because they demonstrate something that is easy to overlook amid the daily noise of social media. Jungkook does not need a secret project to remain one of the most closely watched artists in the world. Yet fans continue to wonder whether another announcement could eventually appear. The reason is simple. Jungkook has entered a period where almost any new move could become significant. A new song could dominate streaming platforms. A surprise collaboration could instantly become international news. A solo appearance could generate millions of views. Even an unexpected comment during a live stream could ignite weeks of discussion. That level of anticipation creates a strange environment in which rumors can become almost as powerful as confirmed information. The alleged insider leak belongs to that world. There is currently no credible public evidence confirming that a verified insider has exposed a secret Jungkook plan. That distinction is essential. Online posts can describe anonymous sources as insiders, but without independent confirmation, those claims remain unverified. What is real, however, is the enormous amount of activity surrounding Jungkook and BTS. And sometimes reality itself is dramatic enough. On August 12th, Jungkook appeared with V during a Weverse livestream, where the two discussed personal matters while continuing their demanding tour schedule. Reports noted that Jungkook spoke about performing while dealing with a shin injury, while V discussed a long-standing hearing problem. Yonhap News Agency. That moment revealed something important about the current BTS era. Behind the spectacular stages, flashing lights and roaring crowds are 7 artists dealing with the physical demands of returning to an enormous global schedule. For Jungkook, that may be one of the most revealing aspects of the story. Fans often imagine major artists as almost unstoppable figures. They see the stage, the choreography, the lights, and the screaming audience. They see confidence. They see perfection. But behind the scenes, the reality can be much more complicated. Jungkook is currently balancing the expectations of a world-famous group with the expectations attached to his own name. Every performance carries pressure. Every appearance is recorded and analyzed. Every new achievement becomes another statistic added to an already extraordinary career. So if there really is a larger plan, perhaps it is not simply about creating another shocking moment. Perhaps it is about carefully deciding what comes next. The timing is particularly interesting because BTS's world tour extends far beyond the current North American leg. Official and tour listings show upcoming performances across North America, Latin America, Asia, Australia, and other international markets, stretching well into 2027. BTS World Tour Official. That means the current chapter is not a short promotional cycle. It is a long journey. And long journeys often contain surprises. Fans have therefore begun asking whether Jungkook might eventually use this period to establish another major milestone for himself. Could he release new solo music after the group's activities? Could another collaboration be waiting? Could he simply focus on BTS for the foreseeable future? There is no confirmed answer. But there is another possibility that may be even more interesting. Maybe the big plan has already begun. Maybe there is no single secret event waiting at the end of the road. Instead, Jungkook's plan could be a gradual transformation, continuing to strengthen his identity as an individual artist while simultaneously contributing to BTS's next generation of music. His recent streaming achievements suggest that his solo catalog remains remarkably powerful. At the same time, his presence on the Arirang tour shows that his identity as a BTS performer remains central to his career. Outlook Respawn. The two paths do not necessarily compete. They can exist together. That may be the part fans are overlooking. For years, Jungkook has been seen through different lenses. To some, he is the youngest member of BTS. To others, he is a record-breaking soloist. To millions, he is both. His next major move could therefore be less about choosing one identity and more about expanding both. This is why an alleged leak can create so much excitement. Fans are not merely asking, "What will Jungkook do next?" They are asking, "How much bigger can Jungkook's next chapter become?" And those are very different questions. The current evidence does not provide a definitive answer. What it does provide is a fascinating context. BTS is operating at enormous scale. The Arirang tour is continuing around the world, and Jungkook's solo achievements remain highly visible. BTS World Tour official. For now, the rumored insider story should remain exactly that, a rumor. But the anticipation surrounding it is real. Every upcoming concert gives fans another opportunity to watch for unexpected moments. Every live stream creates the possibility of a new comment. Every official announcement can suddenly change the conversation. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, Jungkook continues moving forward. Perhaps he knows exactly what comes next. Perhaps the people around him know. Perhaps nothing has been decided yet. Or perhaps the big plan is already being prepared quietly, piece by piece, while everyone else is looking in the wrong direction. That is what makes the story so compelling. The internet wants an answer now. Jungkook does not necessarily have to provide one. Sometimes the most powerful strategy is simply to keep working, keep performing, keep improving, and let the announcement arrive only when everything is ready. Until then, the mystery remains. And if Jungkook really is preparing something bigger, the biggest clue may not come from an anonymous insider at all. It may come directly from the stage. Because when millions of people are watching, one unexpected moment is all it takes for speculation to become reality.